Oh, hi, it's Opine, PanAnning. Welcome you back to Bad Dub Theater with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Trial time for the
It's
Turnabout Big Top.
yep. It's time for the trial.
Ah, December 29th, 9:43
Still
a.m.
better than the case life.
District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of my milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, you won't get stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly and warm up the crowd a little. No. Can't be having you flying around in the courtroom. I just want to be right. Eventually you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. He needs...
Imagine if that happened for
Oh my
real.
god.
Like in the anime or something, but no, I can confirm it doesn't.
It's not gonna... Uh... He needs milk. It's like, moo, moo, moo,
Of
moo, moo,
course.
moo, moo. Oh yeah, but... And now the case of him... What?
Your Honor, get on with it!
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, is the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. So, therefore, the court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. I wonder, is that a toward advantage? Miss Montgomery, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
I'm now suddenly Canadian.
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
Of course.
It didn't count. Do you hear me?
You sore loser. She must be still upset about what happened last time. Damn, I still still have the marks to prove it.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of our own karma to lose at anything.
But what about the last case?
I guess being born with the name von karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? Ow!
Telling me my ultimate revenge. Our dad is gone, you know. The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time.
You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective did gumshoe. Get up there, now! Hurry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective.
Don't mention it. That's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. Alright, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details on the events.
See what Gumshoe has to say.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers gathered at the Bing Talk to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail, just inviting for someone to enter. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his
Are we
neck.
already starting with this, Opie?
Damn it, I thought I was gonna get away with that. I see, he was beaten to death by someone's blunt object. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The cause
You
acceptance.
think you can escape deletion, Opie?
Got to. Autopsy report edited to the court. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. He's begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. See, he's thinking about that blunt object.
God damn it.
See? You know that is because he's heard about it before. Memories. Alright, we need to press for information. And information? Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Eh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Hold it. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Damn monkey, always stealing shit. Hold on a sec. Oh crap. Oh no. One of my screens went away. My touchscreen is gone. Fuck. Hold on a second.
Technical difficulties.
There we go. Now we're back. We're back. After the practice was over, where did everyone head on to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went up to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? There seemed they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Press. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling how the victim had met his end? A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying a wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was rather a strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? A wooden box adding to the court record. This may be our only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the wooden box, about the lock, about the contents. What was inside that damn box, anyway? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? What in the world was locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning.
Foreshadowing, foreshadowing, foreshadowing. Hold it. Hold it. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that is something with the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Conrad, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about the Ben the Ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Oh.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
Alright, my name is Ventriloquist. I'm unemployed as an opera tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grease you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by the dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. And it's Trillo. You know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you would have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I just want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy seeing every flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Odo, I didn't mean to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm just worried about the... Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Jeez. Okay. Let's just get this over with. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had a silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup on his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we get all the pictures. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, Dress Boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't it mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
a silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah,
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. The prosecutor's skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Damn you, bitch.
Obviously.
Ah. Ugh. Hold that thought. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right. And that makes him the killer. There's only one person heading that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? No problems. Man only saw Max though? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Slam, doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witnesses could have seen?
You know, the person who died.
Yes. Take that. That's the victim. That's correct. The Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza. Slam. He should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on with this testimony. Joe wouldn't appear to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
It's complicated.
Complicated.
New status update. It's complicated.
Yeah, pretty much. It took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose I would have been around. Hey, what time is it? I think it was around, I say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around in the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Why you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. Who said you were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your often theories.
Objection. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, what do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Not the crime photo. Gina. Of course. Take That's
Hello!
knocked out. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. Slam. And that one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wow!
I do love that animation.
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares if I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Slam. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, Slam, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
Objection. However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then please you must accept that there is a high likelihood that Slam, he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the street. Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal
Bitch,
tamer.
let me explain before you whip me. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain!
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina to the entrance of the lodging house? I was. I was waiting for her to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? Do you think that humans can have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of a puppet of marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain!
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Yep, that we do. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina, even if I had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for a chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her. I was limp, so I still got it in my pocket.
I don't remember if you can just present the thing in question or if you have to press something first. Anyways.
Let's see. You are going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can propose to her too. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than horrible right now. Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with the examination.
Did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful.
Hello, 911? Lolly, stand by for the judge. What was it exactly that you plan on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give it to her. Give her a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer the question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. An engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of the chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Ridge joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad.
Pain equals bad! Stop it!
push on anyways. It may be something of a joke, but this is an historic moment. The first time a puppet has ever proposed to a human being.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. You're still doing enjoying sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving the engagement ring to Regina. Press it. An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I could catch him on.
Yeah, and it's kind of simple when you figure it out. I'm pretty sure you have to present the thing on the last statement.
Hold on. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Whatever that thing is. Of course I am. I spent 3 nights of salary on this thing. I'm not going to give it up that easily.
I wonder how much you received from appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Uh-oh. The judge has that dazed look again. Maybe you should get help more. He's like, why can't I get Regina too? Alright, let's give him the ring. Now you don't have it anymore in your pocket. I have it here. Objection. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? Zip. What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give me it back. Thief. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Arrgh! What is going on here? Man, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room that they put money, like a bank vault? Ah, that filthy nothing is going to get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I prefer you avoided slandering innocent fiats into my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Slam. Drillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I was supposed to was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw... Oh, wait. Right when you saw about the defendant won't pass, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have... Well, it could have been taken around that time. Yeah. That didn't sound right. Ben, what was up with you? Whatever. It has nothing to do with anything. Besides, especially not who committed the murder. That's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with it, were you? It's all this slow loafy fool's called Ben's fault. When he was following his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However! Exclamation point. The witness just stated that he chased after Monkey the Money. Money the Monkey! Damn it! I said that backwards! When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. Slam. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Rubber. Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well, then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past its ventriloquist?
Objection. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ah, I told you many times. So many times. You think you know my story's not changing. You already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure it will change some more.
When there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That is why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
That's the spirit! Ow. Jeez. I got tangled with my cable.
Oh boy.
And
Technical difficulties.
Not
la.
no. I'll give you something. I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Oh, that.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see, I say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. God damn it.
It's this cross-examination.
Yeah, the damn 3 symbols. Hold it on that one. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, you say good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone that night. What, man? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not how, Trillo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quiz, I would prefer you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible! An important firmer lives and breathes its performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Nothing especially. The evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you even bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would you strike? What would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Oh, well, if it was simply just being cordial to a core worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
I guess there is no reason that Trilla would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony.
Alright, we have to do it.
Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have I ever asked you that question by now? If you're going to ask anything, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Still count.
Go!
White roses.
What roses?
Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in this testimony somewhere.
Well, I see a hole, alright. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? You gotta have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. About 5 minutes. Oh. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet. If you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished probably at 10 p.m. And you already know that after I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you could do that. Now what time it was? Indeed. What time was it? What time was it? Let me just think that for a second. Yo! I'm not so good at math!
It was 10:10 p.m.
Oh, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. Is it the bottle? Objection. Trillo, isn't that true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting conked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There was absolutely no way they could have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on this day. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to this rival. Gah!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, That's enough from you, Mr. Quest. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person.
Yep.
It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means that there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? Yo,
Well, the defense kindly explained who it was Trilo saw that evening then. Was the victim. Yes. Take that. Slab. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person who he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. Stop thinking about her. She's mine, you bastard. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there.
it was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Wah! Ah! Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in that area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argued that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witnesses clearly stated that they saw the defendant's
3 symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloth, and white rose.
Objection! A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could have wear them. They even look good on me.
Who was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been something else, dressed up as him. Slam. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one.
that is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established the one thing on this victim. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but
What?
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh? No! I was so close!
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no other one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Rubble. Very well. Then the court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare for their next witness. The court is now in recess. To be continued. Damn. Alright.
Yep, there is the second part to this trial.
Second part, and it's going to be hell. That's for sure. Anyways, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more. More.
More.
Moo, 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 moo.